All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final game of the fall 2025 season for Blast X versus Texas Blue. All right, we're a little bit behind here trying to get everything up in the lineup. So starting off is going to be Alex, shortstop, number 27. Can you try to do that? All right, so Alex is starting off. First pitch, that's hit, lined past second baseman, and that's going to be a leadoff single for number 27, right off the bat. This is going to bring up Lila, who's our starting pitcher for tonight, number 5. And we're working on getting the scoreboard up here in just a second. There's the pitch. That's outside. Alex takes second, almost gets hit by the ball. It gets past the infielders, and she's going to be over there at third. So immediately off of that first pitch, we're going to have a runner at scoring position at 3. That's inside, ball 2. That's low. It's going to be ball 3. Lila steps out for a brief moment. Reloads. Here's the pitch. That's called strike 1. She's still way ahead at 3-1. That's a 5-pitch walk. That's going to put runners at the corners. This brings up tonight's catcher, number 18, Sam. Here we go. Shows bunt. She puts bunt. But kicks the ball as it was rolling backwards, and that's going to be foul. All right, so we got the scoreboard all set up. Sorry about that pause. All right, Sam digs in with 1 strike. Shows bunt, and it bounces off her hand for strike number 2. So tonight, now that we got the scoreboard up, we have Austin on the scoreboard, Sabrina on the cameras, and myself, Ryan, on the mic. Here's the 0-2 count coming up. Oh! And that looked like it hurt. That came inside. She tosses the bat. She's walking over to first base. That's going to load him up. It looks like she's going to be okay. Getting checked out by Coach Daniel over on the first base bag, and she is all right. So again, bases loaded, no outs. This brings up Kaylin, our third baseman, number 7. So Blast is wearing their navy blue tops, navy blue bottoms with red socks, and that's called for strike 1. And red belt. Texas Blue is wearing their white top and white bottoms with blue socks and blue pin stripes. All right, so bases loaded. 1 strike, no outs. And here's the pitch. That's hit, that's up in the air. Right fielder's tracking. It gets over her head, and that's going to, Alex is going. She's going to score. Lila's coming around third. She's going to score. And Sam is also coming around as the ball gets past the pitcher. She's going to score. And then it's going to leave Kaylin over at third safely with, looking at that, I would score that a double with a couple errors. So that's going to put Blast on the board immediately with no outs and 3 runs. This brings up second baseman, number 23, Kara. Pitch. Inside for ball 1. Kara steps in. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Evens it up 1-1. On deck is our designated hitter, Addison, number 00. That's fouled off. Gets a little bit of coaching from Coach X. After that foul, steps back in. That is outside. And Kara takes off and goes back, but then gets hit by the ball. Kaylin, I said Kara, my mistake. But she is safe back at third. So it's going to even up 2-2. That's hit, that's chopped, that's rolling over. And she does not beat the throw, but that does get the RBI with Kaylin scoring. It's going to bring up Addison. She tries to slap and fouls it off. That's chopped foul on the right-hand side. That's fouled off to stay alive. Takes some practice cuts, steps back in. That's hit, and that's going to be right to second. Makes the throw, and that's going to be out number 2. Is going to bring up first baseman number 3, Delani. Delani steps in. There's a pitch way high. So we got 2 outs. No runners. That's hit. That is going to get past third base, and shortstop bobbles it. I don't think she had a play, even if she fielded that nicely. And so Delani gets a 2-out single. It's going to bring up right fielder number 13, Autumn. That's hit hard. Second base does make the grab, and that's going to be out at get Delaney out at number 2 at second base. And so that's going to be the third out. Remember to your last sponsor, HBO, Texas Born and Brewed. All right, so starting off for your Blast X defense in the circle is going to be Lila, number 5. Behind the plate is number 18, Little Sam. First base is Delaney, number 3. Second, 23, Kara. Third base on the hot corner is going to be Kaylin, number 7. And in the shortstop position is going to be number 27, Alex. In your outfield is going to be Cece, left, center fielder, Mina, and right fielder, Autumn. Now batting for Texas Blue, number 21, Jaylene. Let's pitch inside low for ball 1. All right, here's the second pitch. That's in there for strike 1. Ooh, a good frame there by Sam to get number 2, strike number 2. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's hit, that's up in the air, and Kara makes a nice grab. Good range on that for out number 1. So currently on this clear sky night, it is 66 degrees, feels like 66, and the low tonight is going to be 45, so it is going to be dropping for the girls on this November night. That's ball in the dirt. That's high. We got 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, no one on. Ooh, that's low 2. It's going to bring it 3-0 count. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Now batting, number 33, Jolene. It's down low, and that gets in the dirt, and that's going to allow Sophia to take second. All right, we got a timeout by Sam, our catchers. Give a talk with Lila. So the girls did just come back from a weekend-long tournament in Las Cruces, and there was some pretty tough games, and they came out pretty good. They fell short from the ring, but they did go 3-3 against some really tough teams. All right. I think we're game on again. Here's the pitch. That's called strike 1. That's a way to get back into it, and it's going to even it up 1-1. Runner stays at second. Here's the pitch. That's hit. That's lined right at Cece, who makes the grab, throws back to second, and that keeps the runner there at second. And there was a bit of a mistake there on the grab, but runner stays at second, so that's out number 2 on a line out right there by Cece. Good job. So that brings the count up to the outs to number 2. Now batting number 17. Good block. And that's ball 1 to Madison. Pitch. Oh, didn't get that call. Looked like Sam wanted that, but that's ball 2. There's the pitch. Down in the dirt. And it's a good block that holds that runner at 2. That's 3 balls, no strikes. And that's going to be that's down in the dirt as well, and that's going to be a 2-out walk, and it's going to put runners at the corners as Sophia does take third. Brings up Isabel, number 4. Here's the pitch. And that's down low. And that's going to allow Madison to take second with no throw. Got a ball change. Lila didn't like that ball. That's down low. That gets past her. That's going to allow Sophia to score and also Madison to take third. So that puts Texas Blue on the board.
You're doing great, Sam. Good stop.
That's going to be ball 3. Here's a pitch. That's called strike 1. There we go. There's a pitch. That's hit. And that's going to be right up the middle. And Mina bobbles it and gets the throw in. So that does score another run and has a runner off of that 2-out single. brings up Olivia, number 99. So we got 2 outs, runner at first. They have scored 2 runs. That's low. That's called strike 1. Brings it up 1-1. Runner stays at first. Digs back in. Swing and a miss for strike 2. All right, Lila, this is your batter right here. Let's put her away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, swinging. And that is out number 3 as well. So after 1 hit, Texas does score 2 to bring down their lead by half. Coming up for Texas Blast is going to be Mina, 21, CC 10, followed by the top of the lineup, Alex, number 27. All right, the throw down to 2. Mina's at the batting box talking to the ump, and let's get the top of the 2nd inning underway. Currently the score is Texas Black leads Texas Blue 4-2. Here's the first pitch. That's up high, ball 1. Just going to take that for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. That was a later call for strike 1. There you go. That's hit right over the second base bag, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Mina. Bringing up CC, our left fielder, number 10. His first pitch. That's hit, foul back out of play. For strike 1. All right, let's get some coaching from X on the third base line. Pitcher's waiting for a call, gets it. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's chopped, and the play is made at second base to get the Mina out at second for a fielder's choice for CC. Now we're back to the top of the lineup with Alex, number 27. Alex steps up in the front of the box. That's hit. That's up in the air. That looks like it's splitting both of them. That's going to fall. That's going to get down. Cece's rounding over with the third. She's being waved home. Alex is coming around to three, and she's being hold. Put the stoplights. Oh, it gets over the third baseman, but she did not go. She held up at third. A little unsure about if to take that or not, but that does score Cece to get one of those runs back. Unfortunately for her, that it's not in a regulated regulation-sized field, because if that was, that would have been a home run. So let's bring up our pitcher, Lila, number 5. Takes that first pitch for strike one. Alex gets chased back to third by the catcher. So we got one out, runner at third. That's high. There's a throw down, and it gets past. She needs to get up. She gets up, and she's going to be running in, and so that's going to be a score on an E2. So we just got our 2 runs back that they got in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. That's ball 2. That's foul back. It's going to even it up 2-2. Let's go. One out. No runners on. Counts 2-2. And that's going to be taken for ball 3. Good layoff by Lila for that. That's full count. She steps out for a second and back in. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's out number 2. This is going to bring up catcher number 18, Sam. See, she reached on a hit by pitch and later scored in the top of the first. So 2 outs, no one on. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, just kind of reaching out for that one a little bit. That's exactly what Coach X is talking to her about, is to stay in. Don't reach out for it. All right, here's the pitch. That's hit. That's going to be right to third. Eats her up a little bit. She does bring it in and makes the throw for out number 3, but 2 runs do score, so they do get their runs back to bring the total score from 6-2. Facebook, X, and Instagram. Just look up Texas Blast X, follow any of those links, and if you want to stay up to date with or any other news. All right, so there's the throwdown. We're ready to get the second half of the second inning underway. Your Texas Blast do lead Texas Blue 6-2. Looking at the defense, I'm not seeing any defensive changes, nor do I really expect much. Unless Lila starts losing out the game, maybe they bring Addison. So up first, Zamarin, number 23. That's outside for ball one. Here's the pitch. That's right down the middle, right down Main Street, taken for strike one. So that evens it up, 1-1. Ooh, right there. That brings us count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's fouled back to stay alive. That's hit up in the air. Mina gets under it, makes the catch for out number 1. Just going to bring up Lucy, number 6. That's called outside for ball 1 to the southpaw. That's called strike 1 right there. Oh, it's down the dirt. Good block by Sam. He's going to bring it 2-1. Ooh. Lila didn't like that call, but that's going to be ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That's going to fill it up. Heads up. Ball in play from field 1, or field 2 rather. All right, and we get the ball out of play. And we're ready to go for the payoff pitch. Ooh, down in the dirt. That's going to be a walk. Ball gets passed. She goes to first and holds right there. There's 1 out walk. It's going to bring up Audrina, number 14. This pitch is down low, blocked. And it rolled and popped up over Sam, so that is going to give the runner enough time to get to second. That's taken for strike one. Runner stays at second. There's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. And that's watched for strike three, looking for out number two. And that keeps the runner at second. Is going to bring up back to the top of the lineup, Jaylene, 21. Here's the pitch. Down low. It's a big lead over at second, but she goes back. Here's the pitch. That's hit line. Whoa! Caught in the air right before it hits the ground by Alex for out number three for a beautiful line out. That's a way to keep them scoreless. Now let's see if the Blast can be able to answer back and start extending their lead when we come back. Coming up for the top of the third inning is going to be Kaylin, Kara, followed by Adam. All right, starting us off with the third inning. Third baseman, number 7, Kaylin. Kaylin doubled in the top of the first, earned herself 3 RBIs, and put us on the board right off the bat. She digs in. Let's wind up in the pitch. That is high, taken for ball 1. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes. That's taken for strike 1. She's trying to run it out, and she does. She beats the throw from shortstop with that grounder. Showing her good speed right there for a leadoff single. Which brings up Kara, second baseman, number 7, or 23. Pitch. That's hit hard. That's going to get past. That's going to be a single. Kaylin's going around to third, and that's going to put runners at the corners with no outs. Getting right past the shortstop with that hit. This brings up designated hitter 00 Addison. That's hit. That gets past the pitcher, and the second baseman bobbles it. They call her safe at second. That's going to score Kaylin, and that's going to be another single. That one's going to be called. That's going to be an E4, but that does get an RBI and add to the score. This brings up first baseman Delani, number 3. That's hit. That's up in the air. Center field's trying to get under, and she does. Nobody tags up and advances. So that's one out. This is going to bring up right fielder number 13, Autumn. We got a timeout for Addison to put on a sweater because, again, remember, like I said earlier, it's going to be dropping into probably close to the 50s about right now. So we got runners at first and second with one out. That's taken by Autumn for strike 1. Tara takes a big lead but goes back to second. That's hit. That's going to be right to third. And they call her out. But that does advance the runners to second and third with 2 outs. This brings up center fielder number 21, Mina. That's hit. That's up in the air. Right field gets under it and does make the grab for out number 3. So on 2 hits, 1 error, Blast scores 1 to add to the lead. Make it 7-2. For Texas Blast X, email us at texasblastx@gmail.com or message us on any of our social media platforms and inquiries. You can, with the sponsorship, you can get live ads all the way up to having your logo on our jersey as well. Remember, texasblastx@gmail.com or message us on any of our social media. Looks like we do have a defensive picture of the number change out there with Addison coming into Lila. Looking around on all the other positions, looks like everybody else is going to be staying the same. All right, there's a throwdown. Good throwdown by Sam. And we're going to get the second half of the third inning going. Leading off for Texas Blue in the bottom half of the third is going to be Sophia, number 12. That's ball pitched outside. Here's the next pitch. Oh, did not like that call. That's going to be ball 2. That's called strike. Brings the count 2 balls, 1 strike. That's hit. And fielded by Kalen. It makes a rocket throw across the field for out number 1. Looked like that actually hit foul first and then bounced back in on my angle. But we rather have the out than the foul. Now batting Jolene, number 33. Here's the pitch. That's a slow hit over to Addison, who makes the easy throw to Delani for out number 2. This is going to bring up Madison, number 17. That's called strike 1 on that curveball. Just high. One ball, 1 strike. No one on with 2 outs. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's hit off of Addison's glove, and Kara tries to stop it, but it gets under hers, and that's going to be, that was hit kind of hard and awkward. We're going to score that a single for Madison for a 2-out single. It's going to bring up Isabella, number 4. Here's a pitch. That's outside. Sam pops up to hold Madison over there at first. It's going to be ball 1. Here's the pitch. And that's called strike. That was right down. There's throw back to first. And she's going to be safe at first. That does bring the count 1-1. That's check swing, but hit her bat for a foul. So that's going to bring the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's hit, and that's going to be drooped over there, and she makes the play. So Alex fields it off the ground and just touches the glove to the bag for out number 3. No runs scored on 1 hit, no errors. All right, leading off for the Texas Blast on inning number 4 is going to be CC, left fielder, number 10, followed by the top of the lineup where we're going to be Alex and Lila. Here's a pitch that's popped up in the air. They're drifting forward, and that's going to hit fair. Oh, did he call it foul? I think he called it just foul. It's kind of hard from the angle that I'm at. So we're going to try that again after that big, exciting strike. All right, here she goes. She's going to come back in. We're going to have no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's outside, taken for ball 1, even it up 1-1. So Cece's wearing her El Paso High softball hoodie. And that's high up for ball 2, bringing the count 2 balls, 1 strike. So looking at their defense, it doesn't look like I'm seeing any defensive changes for Texas Blue either. All right, here's the pitch. That's down low. It's going to bring the count 3 balls, 1 strike for CC. All right. So I'm talking a little much as I'm trying to drown out the music. All right, here's the windup and the pitch. That's hit, fouled back to stay alive, to fill it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. All right, CC, here's the payoff pitch. Coming up. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. That's hit, that's popped up and fouled out of play into the other field. And we're going to do it again. It's a way to stay alive right there. That's hit. That's going to be over the pitcher. The second baseman gets it, makes the throw, and she doesn't beat it out. So that is going to be out number 1. Good at bat. This is going to bring up shortstop number 27, Alex. Alex has singled and doubled in both times that she's been up at bat. And scored on both. Here's the pitch. That's taken outside and low. Here's the pitch. No offer on ball 2. That's hit hard, right to short. Short fields it, makes the throw, and the throw is offline, and she's going to be safe on that low throw from short on an E3. Brings up our new AP, Lila, number 5. That's ball. Catcher gets up and looks back. Alex at first base. Ooh, she watches that one for strike 1. That's hit. That's popped up, drifting foul, and first base does not have a play on it. So it's going to be strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs Or 1 out, runner at first. That's hit, fouled back, and it's going to land down. We're going to do the 1-2 count again. That's low in the dirt. Alex takes the lead, goes back to first. Evens it up, 2-2. That's hit, that's up in the air. That looks like it's gonna fall down, and that does fall down in no man's land. Alex is going around second, and she's gonna be at third. And Lila on the throw to third takes second, so that's going to put runners at second and third with 1 out. Good hit, Lila. This is going to bring up catcher number 18, Sam. That's high inside. There's a throw down to third. It's called safe. Calls timeout. Gets back up. One ball, no strikes. Runner at second and third with 1 out. She offers at that, holds off, and it's called strike. Ooh, she checks off on that one as well, and it's called strike. That brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to bring the out count down to up to 2. This is going to bring up the cleanup hitter, third baseman number 7, Kaylin. So Kaylin has also singled and doubled both times up and scored as well. That's reached foul. It's down the dirt, rolling. No one advances. Here's the pitch. That's hit. That's going to be a chopper right to short. Short takes it. Has no play at first. So that's going to score Alex and put runners at the corners. We'll mark that a single for Kaylin, as there was no throw there. It wasn't like there was an error. She already beat it out. And that gives her yet another RBI. This brings up second baseman Kara, number 23. That's down low for ball 1. Kaylin takes second with no throw down. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes. This pitch, that's inside at the knees. So Kara singled in her last time up and was left stranded. swing and a miss at a changeup for strike one. The throw down to third. Lila's safe. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Texas Blue did not like that call. That's ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Kara with 2 outs. That's fouled off. It's going to bring it full. All right, here's the payoff pitch. That's outside for a 2-out walk and loads the bases. This brings up our pitcher, our late game pitcher, Addison, number 00. See if she can break it open here with a nice little poke out to outfield here. That's hit. That's grounded. That gets past first base and second base. That's going to score Lila. Kalen's jogging into home, and that's going to get 2 RBIs for Addison on that ground ball and keep runners at the corners. Perfectly placed right where nobody could get it. Brings up first baseman Jelani. The pitch is high. Throw down, and the throw is wide, and so Addison's going to be safe at second, and that's also going to allow Kalen to steal home. Kara, steal home. That's called ball. That's hit. That's right to third, and she makes the throw over to first for out number 3. But the damage is done as Texas Blast do add 4 more to the scoreboard to bring the total score 11-2. All right, defense taking the field. to get the bottom half of the fourth underway. And there's the throwdown from Sam. Looking around and no defensive changes. Addison still in the circle. And I do believe this is going to close out the game. All right, here's the first pitch. That's called strike one. Batting for Texas Blue is Olivia, number 99. That's chopped third over to Kaylin, makes the easy recovery and throw for out number one. Up next for Texas Blue is Amarie, 23. That's fouled off her foot. No balls, one strike, one out, no one on. Ball high. That's hit, lined right to Autumn and thrown and makes the pick off with that throw. Good pick by Delani, and that's going to be out number two. Now batting Lucy, number 6. Pitch. That's called strike one. Just a little bit outside for ball one. Even it up 1-1. Outside for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, no one on. That's hit, that's chopped over to short. Alex makes the throw to Delani for out number 3, so that's 3 up, 3 down for Texas Blast. And that, like I thought, that is going to end the game. That finishes it out. Texas Blast takes the lead and holds it, never gives it up. Final score 11-2, and that is the last game of the season. And coming up next is going to be the playoffs.